Hey guys, AirsoftAL here. Just thought I'd let you know that we have a PayPal, so before the video even begins, would you kindly consider donating to our PayPal, because this channel is 100% supported by you, the viewers. So, thank you for your support to those who have donated, and now on with the video. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Al, it isn't October. What are you doing? Okay, so while this gun may not be bad, and believe me, I know bad guns. I have reviewed probably the worst guns ever, possibly, from the deepest bowels of the internet. But this one is not a bad gun. It is hilarious in its presentation. It is hilarious in the fact that it is California legal.
You serious?
This gun is one that is a knockoff of a better gun. This gun is priced at a reasonable price, and I bet you anything the performance is actually pretty okay if it's a knockoff of a better gun. But, folks, today we are talking about a CROSMAN! Knockoff of a fucking better gun from KWC. That's right, this is a knockoff of a KWC 1911.
What? What the fuck?
And what makes it fucking hilarious is the fact that this is compliant with California. Yes, that's right, folks. I got a California one that was only $10.
Excuse me, what?
That's amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's literally just jump right into this fucking ball of hilarity and talk about the CROSMAN 1911 KWC knockoff. I can't even without talking about this. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, California passed a law a good long while ago that is absolutely fucking ridiculous and stupid.
Of course!
That says that, and I'm not even joking here, that says that the guns have to have this, as well as on the as well as on the magazine or some bullshit like that, to basically say, oh, we can sell these things. When in reality, you can just buy them online, and you can just get them without the bullshit on there. But it's still pretty fucking hilarious, the fact that they went overboard and decided to paint the damn thing on there. Yes, this is paint on there. And just, why? Why?
Because fuck you, give me money!
CROSMAN, you're already a meme. Why continue to meme them of just doing this shit on one of your supposed flagship guns? Yes, apparently this is considered a flagship gun since they're still selling so damn well at $10 a pop. And I'm kind of curious why they're so popular at $10 a pop, but the Stinger P311 is just a knockoff of a KWC 1911 Springer that actually goes for double the price at $20, if not $25. The KWC 1911s are actually pretty well known because they were originally made by CROSMAN. Hell, I have one around here, I just don't know what I did with it, but here's the thing though, folks. The Stinger P311 was originally KWC, but this one was made after CROSMAN had dropped the KWC deal with them. And it just says blatantly made in China, when KWC is made in Taiwan. So it's rather interesting to think about that, if you really do. But what about this is basic? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and speed through the basics. It is your basic Springer 1911 that actually apparently does have some pop, and uses these, which should be familiar with you, because when Airsoft was still in Walmart, you would see these packages everywhere from CROSMAN. And it even has the fucking CROSMAN logos on the damn grips. And it does have a safety, yes. It has a hammer, yes, but the hammer doesn't lock back all the time. And where I got this one was actually pretty funny. I actually got it at Tractor Supply. And yes, Tractor Supply, you do actually find airsoft guns there from time to time. As well as some Chinese knockoff Nerf blasters, like the Blaze series blasters, which is honestly kind of cool. But the big interesting part is that the upper you could actually take off by simply popping out this right here. Just pull it out. There we go. Just slide her out. By pulling that out and just pulling this off, and you can do whatever the hell you wanted to it. That was the big allure of these pistols, was that you could actually fully take off the slide, the upper, and you could just do whatever the hell you want to it to upgrade it. But what's really interesting is that there's a rubber band here, when in reality there would be, well, a spring. It really was interesting at the time. It really is interesting, and still a very popular choice of spring pistol, and one that I would recommend anyone to actually get because, well, they are actually really good and really reliable. But the big allure of it is that you could actually take the panels off. You could do, this is actually a really good beginner 1911 if you want a 1911 airsoft and you want something that was affordable at the time. And it does have, of course, a white dot sight, so you could actually see very well, and the sights are actually pretty decent. They really are. It is a pretty good pistol, and one that you'll find a dime a dozen, all over the place, from not only KWC, but also other brands, including Umarex, who actually does use KWC pistols for some of their other stuff. So, KWC is still a popular brand even to this day. But, that's enough. Let's go ahead, take it to the range, take it, basically do all that, because I want to know exactly if this knockoff is just as good as a KWC pistol, because even though it's not a KWC pistol and it's a knockoff, I'm a little curious to know what the hell it actually is. You know, this is the only time I'm ever going to be able to do this. And I say that as a whole. CROSMAN BBs and a CROSMAN pistol. This is going to be fun! And yes, they're .2s, but something a lot of people don't know is, how do you actually load the pistol? Well, you take this little bit right here, you pull it down till you hear a satisfying click from this right here, which is going to smack it up there. This retains the BBs, so what you do, and since we're just going to do 5 out of this, we're going to take 5 of these BBs here, we're going to just drop them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, whichever one. But the big thing I will complain about is that they could have changed, KWC, you could change the magazine design, or CROSMAN could change the magazine design to where it actually has a better retention, because this is simply pressed on. And when you take it out of the pistol, this is removed, which shoots a couple BBs out. So, it's not that good of an actual retention. You could have done something better, you know? But I do like the system anyway. There we go. So, oh, I love that satisfying click. So, .2 CROSMAN BBs. Let's see what FPS we're getting out of this. So, alright. 230. 229. Ah, fuck. We're about to get double feed. Okay, we're about to have a shotgun blast. So let's ignore this one, but I'm kind of curious. 228? No, we didn't get a shotgun blast. It just short-stroked, or not really short-stroked. It didn't feed at all. 228? 229? 228? Okay, we didn't hear anything, so that's it. So we're getting a consistent FPS of 228, 229, 230. It's actually pretty interesting, to say the least. It really is. I wonder if I use Black Ops BBs if I'd get a different result. Really don't care. But either way, though, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get to the range and see how far this thing will actually reach. According to the chronograph here, we'll get 102 feet out of this. So we will fire at 100 feet, and we'll actually see if it does actually get that much. And oh my god, this thing is so easy to twirl and spin. It really is. I could not time that perfectly. Oh my god. Oh, you know what, though? Let's go ahead and take it outside and see how far we're going to get with this. It's so much fun. Alright, so in terms of elevation, we are well above 20 feet off the ground, or at least 20 or 30 feet off the ground. And the barn down there is about roughly 100 feet away. So if this thing can actually hit a little bit beyond 100 feet, as it is claimed by the chronograph, we will see. Also, something I forgot to mention is that the plastic is not great quality plastic, so you will slip on it. But it is still textured in a way that it actually does give some grip on your hand. But I recommend you wear gloves with this. I'm just saying. Anyway. Firing now. Will it hit 100 feet? Let's listen. Not even close. But it did land a little bit beyond the barn, so, or a little bit beyond the RV, so I'm going to say roughly 76 feet. So let's go ahead, go down there to about the 70 feet mark, and actually see what we're getting at, shall we? Here we are roughly at the 60-foot mark with a little bit of an elevation, so the question is, will it hit? Now this is loaded with 7 shots because again, why would I... Making sure it didn't double feed. Why wouldn't I use 7 shots? It's a 1911. Unless it's a Rock Island 1911 or you put 1 in the chamber and then having 7 in the mag, only then will you have 8 shots. Anyway, let's see what we get, shall we? Will it hit at 60 feet? Yeah, I'm not even going to look. It didn't hit, did it? Okay, now I'm going to look. It hit that right there, which is about a couple feet away. So let's go ahead and go a little closer to about 50 feet and see if it'll hit. Here we are 50 feet away. Will it hit? Yes, it will hit. Let's go back a bit to 55 feet and see what we get. Here we are 55 feet back. Will it hit? Yes. Let's go back a bit further, shall we? I'm starting to think that my measuring has gotten off a bit, so let's just go back a little 5 more feet. Okay, so here we are at the true 60 feet. Will it hit? This I'm going to have to actually do 2 hands for. Yes, but it's lobbing. Let's go back another 5 feet. Okay, so after remeasuring, we're at 65 feet. Now, this is the same distance and elevation that caused us to basically drop, more or less. Now, it shouldn't hit the barn, but then again, I'm probably going to be pleasantly surprised if it does. "65 feet, it's not going to hit." Let me just make sure. Nope, we're out. That was all 7 shots. So, 65 feet is well beyond the max distance, or at least well beyond that point. So, depending on what BBs you're using for this knockoff, it's not exactly going to hit that far, but if this was a genuine KWC pistol, we probably would be getting better performances, because I remember back in the day, in a birthday battle, when I had the Black Ops spring pistol, that one actually hit a good bit of distance. It really did, and it was a very fun pistol to actually use. Either way, though. Let's go ahead and get back inside and give the final verdict on this knockoff, shall we? I know a lot of you want me to rip into this, and believe me, I would've, if it was a bad gun. But it's not. It's just a knockoff. It's a knockoff of an even better gun with just the lowered performance of the better gun. While a KWC 1911 would get 300 over FPS, this one's getting below 300, if not even that. And the performance is bare bones basic bitch. It shoots, it's made of decent plastic, and it works. That's all I could. That's all I ask in a gun is it has decent performance, decent build quality, and it works. And the fact this is $10 versus the $20, I can definitely see why people would buy these up over the KWC pistols, because while yes, the KWC pistols are vastly superior, unless we're talking Tokyo Marui, modern Tokyo Marui 1911 Springers, but we'll get to that one day. This is definitely, well, it's worth the price tag. It really is worth the price tag of $10. It is worth it. What more can I say? If you find one at your local Tractor Supply, get one. Or if you want a pistol and airsoft but you don't want to spend that much on a gas blowback, this is a good starter. Hell, it's great for damn near everything. And I probably will rock it at a local game if I have to. But, with that said, what's the final verdict? The final verdict for the knockoff CROSMAN Stinger P311 is no more, no less than a 7 out of 10. It's a decent gun. For $10, I wouldn't expect much out of it, but I was blown away by the fact that this performs better than a $10 gun. Believe me, I reviewed some guns that are worse, if not horrible, at the $10 price tag. But this, it's not that bad, and I'm pleasantly surprised. And you know what? I think the next review, I should take a look at another CROSMAN gun. One that I've been requested to do for a good long time, since some people have found an old video of mine talking about the Soviet Panther, or at least the new AK. One which, let's face it, has been a long time coming. One that is still in production. One that put CROSMAN on the map at Walmart. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to glorious, greatest Mother Russia to talk about a CROSMAN AK. Till next time.